We're at 7840 Medallion Way in Rohnert Park. Exterior, all T111 siding. Some dry rot issues here. Let's start with the garage. We have just a single metal roll-up garage door, no windows. No caulking was done originally, so that's a definite scenario we got going on here. So front entry. None of this trim was caulked in, so we need to caulk everything here, all the way around the whole house. And this is the north side of the house, which is in pretty good condition. All the vents in the whole house are rusting out. He wants to replace every one of them. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. There's about 8 on the other side. And a couple in the back. 10, so about 15 to 18 vents throughout the whole place. Okay, so we got the stone wall. All the trim here is pretty tight. Not really much in the way of mildew. And we got the return wall up there. So on the front here on the T111 we got some checking, so we're going to do a first coat of elastomeric on the whole house essentially. And we're talking about where the grout meets the wood here. He was mentioning perhaps maybe we can caulk that in, and so we might use a gray textured caulking, grout caulking for that. Checking is kind of severe just on the right side of the garage. It doesn't seem to be too prevalent everywhere, but a little bit down here as well, and some gray caulking around that stonework there. Oh, and we should probably consider around here too, behind the hose. And maybe along the vertical lines basically, I think. Okay, coming around to the south side. Now here's where we start having some severe dry rot issues. I gotta look at the house from the front too, because it goes up like 3 levels. Okay, so T111, some more stonework here, some more caulking to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 vents on this side. And the window or the door trim is pretty tight, but again, caulking is very minimal. And here's where we start having problems. All the siding is buckled on this side of the house, so it looks like it kind of rested down on the foundation. So everywhere the vent is, you can see it's cracked out, and it just goes on down this whole section here. Dry rot on this window. You got the dry rot there. This whole piece is gone. I can see a little bowing there, and then that window above, it needs to be completely redone too. The top piece may be okay, but the two right and left leg is on the way out, and that bottom piece for sure needs to be replaced. This window needs to be retrimmed, and some of this siding is also going to be bad. I'm poking away at some of this stuff, and it's spongy. You can push your finger right through it. So a couple sheets of siding will need to be replaced, and I can't get up to that upper one to see, but indication of the dry rot. And this one is pretty bad too, so this siding under here is soft, and under here I can push my finger through it. So 1, 2, 3 windows for sure. And second story, you can reach that easily with the 24. And I can't really see that corner trim right there in detail, but looks like we may have, I can see mildew growing on it, so that may be an indication that we have some rot coming in. A little bit of unprimed wood in the eave. Coming around to the back of the house, and we're probably going to caulk the bottoms of this open grain. The chimney is in real bad shape. We've got one more vent there. Okay, chimney. We got dry rot all the way up and down. This whole chimney is rotten. All the trim and the siding, T111, is completely wasted. So I got a feeling this whole chimney will be a redo. And it's not very tall. It's very easy to get to. Let's see if we can look at it from this angle. The satellite dish will have to come off. Okay, coming around to the back. There's 2 more vents down there. This window doesn't seem too bad. And 2 sliders on the back deck. The sliders are okay. There's concern about how close this one is to the deck. So he's asking if maybe we can shave off the bottom of that to give it a little air, a little opening down there. The rest of them are fine. That one has a little space, and all this has a little moisture escape. And we're not doing the deck, but they do have some of this deck color in the garage. So if we have to cut away a little bit of the bottom of that trim, then we have a little deck paint to come back and touch up with. Okay, north side. Now this is interesting here. There's 4 vents, 2 of them in the siding, and then these were buried under the siding for some reason. The concrete was notched out. So my suggestion is, because he wants to open these up so we can get some good ventilation under the house, and I was suggesting we secure these really well and maybe just cut new holes and put new vents, one there and maybe one over there close to the ones that are there, kind of line up with those. So cutting 2 vents and installing new vents. So there's 4 on this side, and nothing is rotten over here. I think you're all good over here. So I'm going to step back and look at the upper floor. Okay, second level up. That window is a little iffy, so you need to climb up there and kind of check it out. That bottom trim piece looks like it's kind of cracking out a little bit, so that might be worth a look. And I don't know if there's another window on the back. Yeah, there is one. Okay, let's go around this way. Okay, so you have a window up there. I can't really see it. I can't really see up there to see the extent of anything, but anyway. Alright, we'll go around to the front and let's take a look at the upper roof level. Okay, that vent right over the garage, looks like the wood might be on its way out. The upper vent's fine. The windows look like they could be open. So no damage to the windows. That window there is bad. You can see the bottom piece of that is rotted. So that's it. So you got that window, that one down there, all the ones on the bottom. Going down the side of the house, there's 2 more. That's 4 windows. The whole chimney. Yeah, there's enough here.